Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop here. Been looking at this. This is a little maple crotch. We'll see if we can do something with this. Maybe like a little bowl or something. We'll see what we can make of this thing. But I looked at it and tried to figure out what I could do. So I think I'm going to try to do a small bowl. Maybe leave the edges, just saying I'm not make it completely round, but we'll sand it up and whatever. So whoever cut this kind of butchered it. It wasn't me. It was just in some old wood that I picked up. But anyway, we're gonna get it mounted up. See what we can do with it. It's about 8 inches diameter across. Excuse me. About 6 inches up and down. This inch is about 5 inches, and this. But now we'll end up. It'll have a dip in it, so we'll play with it and see what we can come up with. And then I drilled out for the center there. We can get it mounted up on the lathe. It does have a hole. It goes down in it right there. I don't know how deep. I put a screwdriver in there, but I think it comes out over to here so it doesn't curve. But I don't know about this one right in here either. So we'll see when we get into the middle of it. Middle of the woods like a surprise. You don't know what's going to be there. So we'll get it mounted up. Get turning on it. We'll flatten off the bottom. Probably get a tenon and then spin it around. So I pull some of this bark off so it don't sling off and hit me while I'm turning it. So let me get the bark off of it. We'll get it mounted up. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, got it mounted up on the lathe. I got most of that bark off of it. After taking the bark off of it, it's got a pretty grain. So like I say, we'll flatten out the bottom, get a tenon. Still undecided about the size of it. I don't know if I want to go around with it or just leave it like that. I think I'm gonna leave it like that and give it kind of a natural cut look. Of course, I will sand it all smooth. Just make an odd shape out of it, and then try some new. I've got some new abrasive paste stuff I'll show you guys from this guy that sent me some to try. I've used it a couple times, a few days. Works really great. It was a great finish, really shiny finish after you get it all sanded down. But I'll show you that here in a few minutes when we get to the end. But anyway, let's get started on this, and I think I'm going to start out turning in about looks like got a lot of vibration. Start turning there. It's about 580 RPMs. So we'll start out with the bowl gouge spaceship on it. Okay, turning very well. It's going to be some pretty grain on the inside. But I'm going to go ahead and get this finished down and cut off a little bit more to make it flat, and I'll get the tin on it. Then we'll get it turned around there and start on the inside, to the side and on the outside. But it's one of those things, you learn as you go, and wood always changes. The more you turn it, the more of a design you kind of want to go with. I like to kind of do different stuff. I don't like everything to look the same. So we'll get this finished out on the bottom, get the tin on it, and get it turned around, and then we'll come back. Okay, we got it turned around on the lathe. Got the bottom flat. We'll get it turned around here. This is going to be a little tricky, because I've got this point sticking out right here. It comes around and hit my toe rest, but I've got about 1 inch to go into here and almost 2 inches to go into here. So I'm gonna use this, and then I'll have to change my tool rest, I'm sure, to get it in there. But anyway, we're gonna try it with this one. I got most of the bark except that piece there, but it'll come flying out on me. I know it will. That's okay. It's what your face shield's for, to keep it from flying and hitting you in the face. So we'll get the turn on the head on the inside there. I'm going to get any more speed. I'm going to get about 600. Yeah, about 600 is what all I can get. I want to go in with it. Okay, yeah, about right there is where I want to go with it. I want to keep about a 1/2 inch edge, so we'll go with that. That big gap right there, it's giving me a heck of a bounce. So we're gonna switch to carbide. Try carbide, see what happens. That's what happens. Okay, got it back up out of the floor, got it mounted back on here. It slipped off on me there, but that happens. I'm going to try to drill it out and then turn it from there, because like I say, this edge right here with this big void, it's from where I've cut to the board right here is almost 2 inches, and then that's about 3 inches wide. Actually, it's almost 4 inches wide. Just that void right there. So every time it's coming around, it's hitting. You see where I catch right there, but I may not be doing something right, but hey, I'm no professional by no means. It's my own way of turning. So let's, we'll drill out the center and then go back to it from there. Turn it back down. hitting. All right, now we got past that that hole right there, and that is a hole all the way through there. They don't go all the way down through, so so we'll be okay with that, I do believe. All right, so now we'll get it turned out, and I'll get this turned out, and we'll come right back. Okay, got some of it done there. Got down to that bark in there. See if I can get this piece of bark out. Don't need it in there to sling off on us. So the first one did. That's okay. We'll see if we can't get it out. Get that bark on. Leave that V shape in there. That's pretty cool. Just something different. After I've turned it though, I may have decided to go ahead and kind of round it a little bit. I don't know. It's still trying to decide if I want to or not. I want to get that out of there. I want to kind of leave that void in there. And get that turned out of there. So I'm gonna finish digging this bark out, and then we'll turn this a little bit more. So we're about where I want to be, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I got most of that bark out. Might still be a little piece in there, but we'll try to get him out in it again. This is an odd shaped piece of wood, but I thought I'd do something with it, something different. We're just going to do a speed video, but this video I'm going to leave it unedited. I'm not going to do anything with it. So you can see my mistakes where it slung off and see me getting a few catches, but hey, that's part of it. Okay, so let's turn some more of this here. Where I want it, because I want to kind of leave that in there. Start to heat up the bottom a little. But let's put it down a little bit. Let's try to get some more of that middle. There we go. That looks a lot better. Get it all sanded up. It'll look real good. Next I'm gonna get this side sanded up, spin it back around. I'll get the tenon off, go ahead and sand this side, and I won't bore you through all the sanding. Tell you, I will start. I'm gonna start with an 80 grit on this, especially this. I'll start with 80 grit and I'll work my way up to about 400. Then I'll come back and we'll put some wax on it. All right, we got it all sanded. Got the tenon off the bottom. Left the recess in there, just like the way it looks, the way it sits. So now we'll put some. I'm gonna put probably about 2, maybe 3 coats of shellac on it, and then we'll put that butter wax on it that I was talking about, and I'll show it to you guys. So let's get to see if we can bring out some color on this here. Of course, I'll let it dry in between coats, and I'll sand in between the first 2. It does bring out the pretty shine of the wood. Really does. So let's we'll get that all on here, and then like I say, probably do about 3 coats, and then we'll put that wax on. Like I say, I've used that wax a couple times, but it works really good. Yeah, it brings out a lot of pretty color. Usually do it on the lathe, but I went ahead and took it off because I turned around and got the tenon off of it. So we'll just do it off the lathe. Used to always use paper towel to put on my shellac, but it tends to leave pieces of paper towel everywhere, so I don't do it anymore. I learned that from another turner, Phil. He always brushed his on. He always has a great finish. I was getting some fingerprints. I was getting fingerprints left in mine, and of course, like I say, I'm gonna be sanding this one, so if there's any fingerprints, they'll sand right out. But I'll do the final. I won't be holding it. Don't want to leave fingerprints. Sell my work, but don't sell my fingerprints. So. It's definitely bringing out some pretty colors. That's a dark spot there where the knot was. And I hope this camera's working better. It's a different camera than what I've been using. Hope it does good videos. This is the first time I've tried it, so this is a learning experience for me on this new camera. But I think it's going to work good. So far, it's done good. But anyway, yeah, we don't want to forget the mystery hole. I'll put some down in here. Maybe there's nothing living down in there. Nothing came out on us like the worm bowl I did that time with a big old worm come out on it. So, all right, but we'll let that one dry. We'll sand it, put another coat, sand it, then I'll come back and I'll put the 3rd coat on it. Then when I come back, we'll put the wax on. All right. Okay. So I got 3 coats on. Got the sand in between coats. Now we'll put some of this wax on. That wax I was telling you about, it's South Wind Sunshine Butter from South Winds Woodworks. That's for wood resin hybrid. It's a sanding paste, but it is 100% food safe, organic. So make sure go check out their work. South Winds Woodworks. He sent me this. Works really well. This is actually peppermint. I think he also has orange, but that's peppermint. It smells really good, and it gives it a good finish. Cause I just put it on there, and wipe it off. I don't use it for sanding paste because I just like the shine it gives. It does an amazing shine. Now, if this was completely round, I would do a friction polish. But being that it's not round, it kind of be hard to do. It just jerk the arm everywhere. So we're just going to rub it in. Of course, a little goes a long way. I already see it. It's shining really well. I can get it where I can hold it here. Yeah, he sent that to me, told me to give it a try, see if I liked it, and I do. I really, really like it. Emailed him back. Told him I'd help him promote it to get it going. It's a small business, but he does really well. He sold hundreds of them, but he sells them on eBay. I don't know if he does. I don't know if he has an Etsy shop, or you might check him out on Instagram. But I really like it. I've used Axe. Axe works great. I like it. But I've got to say, this is right there with it, if not a little better. I like it. But anyway, gives it a good shine there. And I'm putting it on with paper towel, but it's not leaving any fibers in behind because there's no jagged edges or anything on this wood. So I think we'll be fine. Piece of bark. Okay. Now with the same paper towel, I just wipe off excess skin. And I like this because it's not an oily, greasy. You don't leave no residue or anything. Of course, I have done it with friction while I was still spinning on the lathe. Works great. Probably has a little bit more of a shine doing it that way, but figured we'd give it a shot this way. Okay. Got it all. So let's get the lid back on it before I get it full of dust. Haven't cleaned up shop yet. But yeah, Southwind Sunshine Butter. Southwind's Woodworks. Check him out. Tries abrasive paste, and he's got sanding sealer, sanding wax. So but anyway, that's what we ended up with. I like it. It's different. Little crotch there, but it turned out really good. You can see it has a. Hopefully, you can see it in the camera there. It does have a great shine to it. For maple, it's really pretty. I like that right there. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. It's just a crotch bowl. Turned out really good. We call it the river bowl. It's got like a river running out of it down through there, where that bark was. But it turned out really well. Still ended up with 9 inches by 5. It's about 4 on this side, about 4.5 on this side. Bowl's 3 inches, about 3 inches deep. It's got about a 1/2 inch edge, but it turned out really well. I like it. So if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. If not, it's okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all my subscribers, all my sticker swap pals, and hope everybody stays safe, stays well, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.